Yeah, good afternoon to all of you. Let's start this communicative English class today. So, we have given some topics. We thought we will discuss these topics. And if you have anything ready for a minute a member, you can talk that first and then we will go to the topic. Samita, you have
Sir,
any?
I want to try, sir.
Yeah, please, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I want to discuss about minerals. Minerals. What is minerals? Minerals is the. Today, we talk about minerals. How to use in plants. In this plant, minerals play a vital role because it is used for formation organic compounds. This is classified into many types based on the requirement classifications, etc.
Yeah, carry on. Some audio problem, I think, with that. Bhumika, your audio is off. Huh.
Plants obtain minerals from air, water, and the atmosphere. Hydrogen, oxygen, carbon are skeletal element. It consists of 94% of dry weight. It produces organic compounds, carbohydrate, fat, proteins, etc. This non-material obtained from air and water. They classify the essential. They classify the minerals by essential requirement, functions, etc., mobility, etc. On and stout, 1939, the scientists explained the requirement of minerals in plants. First thing, growth and development. Second, did not replaced by other element. Third thing, deficiency occur, they grow well. Fourth thing, they play vital role in metabolism. Next, classification. By essential and requirement, it can be classified into three types: macronutrition, micronutrition, and unclassified minerals. Macronutrition it means the large amount of minerals is consumed. Micro minerals means less amount of minerals only consumed. Other classified minerals, it means silicon, sodium, cobalt, cesium are not classified with the above topics, but they are required to some plants. They play a vital role in and specific role in plants. Thank you.
Yeah, Bhumika, you have touched upon a very important topic, minerals and how it is useful to keep our health, etc. Very good thing. And then two, three things. As far as the language is concerned, I have three comments. One is it's not vital, it is vital. Can you tell me again? Vital?
Vital.
Yeah, vital is the right pronunciation. Vittal is Vittal. Vittal is a name of a person in Karnataka. Okay,
Oh
so
yes, sir.
uh,
Thank you, sir.
so it's
I
vital.
have some doubts in
Yeah,
this
yeah, no problem,
pronunciation,
no problem.
sir.
See, we are all here learning, man. I mean, madam, we are learning. I am learning. You are learning. Samita, everybody is learning. No, don't shy away in making mistakes. You do make mistakes. When you make more mistakes, you learn more. Very simple logic. Okay, right. Second thing is, no, I want to discuss. You have to say. You said discussed. You have said in past tense. I don't know. That may be a slip of tongue. So that is the thing. The vital, I think, in two or three places you mentioned it like vital. Okay, no problem. So otherwise, your content is good. It's concise. It is clear, and then you are able to speak. Now you are far better compared to what you were some time back. I think I am happy with you. Right, Samita, can you comment
Thank
on?
you, sir.
Can you comment on Bhumika's talk? Give one or two words about her.
Sir, I agree with you, sir.
Yeah, you agree with me, but anything you want to say specifically about this thing, our Bhumika's thing? I think two, three things. One more thing I wanted to tell Bhumika. Bhumika, you are keeping your audio very close to your mouth. So because your tone is, the pitch is very high. The tone, because mostly female's tone is, pitch is very high. So you have to keep away from the mic. Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, so yours is very, we call kich kural, no? Kich kural we call it. That's called pitch. Like some girls have got this kich kural. You have got that. It's a feminine. It's a feminism is meant for, is known for this kich kural. That is this. The pitch will be very high for example, if I shout from this place and you also come to my house and shout from this place, your voice will reach a far off location than my voice because of the pitch. It's not loudness, it is pitch, it is called. So your pitch is very high, and then so what you should do, you should keep your mic away from your mouth, little away. Then it will be better. Try all these things, and then you will find the right distance, and that will make your whole speech more sweet. Okay, that is one thing I wanted to tell. Okay.
Yes,
Now-
sir. I do this all the things in next class, sir.
Yeah. You do at home and next class. Okay, we keep learning. That's all. That's the way we need to learn. Okay, let's go to the topic. The topic which I have given 4 topics. Let us try and understand these topics. Polygamy. Have you heard of this word polygamy?
Polygamy தான்.
Polygamy. Polygamy is a person, usually a male, who has got more than one wife. That is, a person who has got 2 wives or more wives, then he will be called as polygamy. Monogamy means a person who has got one wife or one husband, but generally it is referred to the male who has got more wives. Why did this happen? Let us look at the reasons for this. Particularly, it started up with zamindars. The zamindars in our country, zamindars means very rich people. They used to marry, and these zamindars, they normally marry another zamindar girl only, those days. Even today, the rich people marry only the rich girl, or the rich girl marries only the rich boy. Rich boy is not marrying to a poor girl, or poor rich girl is not marrying to a poor boy. Very, very rare. Except in movies it is there, but generally does not happen. In those days, this rich zamindars used to get married to rich zamindari girl. And then due to some reason, either if the zamindari girl could not bear children, because maybe infertile, or it could be something else, some other reason, then he will marry her sister. Again, second marriage will take place, sister will get married to that man. So this is a general understanding in our in our community. Though I am talking about something in 50s and 60s like that, not this 2010 or 2020. So they used to get married, but according to the law, according to the Indian Penal Code, our Indian law, you having 2 wives, Hindus having 2 wives, this is a crime. Adu oru kutram. It is a crime. If the first wife dies, or if the first wife you get divorce from the first wife, then you can get married. Same is the case with the girl. The girl cannot get married to two boys, 2 gents. She has to divorce the first man, and then only she can go. But then this rule is not strictly followed in many of our places. You can see in our village and all, I can see 1 or 2 tatas having 2 wives. This is very common. This is one. This is as far as the Hindu system is concerned. The second is the Muslims. Muslims, they can have many wives. And most of the Muslims will have 2 or 3 like that they will have. And then the reason for that is, in those years, some 500 years back or 600 years back, when the Muslims, in the Muslim countries, when they go for a war, so Muslim gents will die in the war. Lot of life is lost in the war. So the wives of those victims, those soldiers, they will be left alone. They don't have anybody to take care of them. So they and the other Muslims who are surviving in their town, they will get married to those ladies. So that is how it happened. That is, otherwise what happened, the widow whose husband died in the war, she will not have any, she will have problem in survival. Somebody has to support her. So the other Muslims will marry her, and then this is another system why polygamy was there. But whatever said and done, it is not the right thing to do. It is not a very mature, professional thing to do. These days it has come down drastically. Even in Muslims, they don't get married to 2 or 3 and all. It's not very, very rare. Very, very rare. Hindus also it has come down very drastically. Not because the law is there, but because we cannot support 2 families. Even supporting 1 family, the gents are finding it difficult unless you are very, very rich. So supporting 2 families is another problem. The second point is the existing wife has to accept it, no? The existing wife has to say, okay, then only, otherwise it will create trouble in the family. So all these things are there. That is why the polygamy is not very common now. It actually, it died. That particular concept died in our country at least some 20-25 years back. When I was a child like you, I could see many tatas having 2 wives. But today I could not see anybody. Yes, your comment on that, Samita? What is your comment on this polygamy?
Sir, you are right, sir.
No, do you know anybody, any tatas having 2 wives?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Because now you may not have seen it because 40-50 years back it was very common. Now, you are only some 15-16 years old, no? So the last 15-16 years, not many, not even one actually in many places. But what happened was, because polygamy is illegal and all these rich people, they went to the extent of going to the prostitution. No, they did not get married, but they have a relationship with somebody else. This is another thing which has crept in. And the prostitution is a very big business in many big cities like Bombay, Calcutta, and all those places. No, that is a separate industry kind of thing is happening. So this is also another issue. Now, if you stop polygamy, then the gents will go like this. And second thing, it may be very sensitive to talk to girls, but that still I will speak because we are speaking for the sake of knowledge. Those days, like when I got married, the age difference between me and my wife is 6 years. Right, and before that, my father's time, when they got married, the age difference between my father and my mother, father and mother will be maybe 10 years. In fact, that is almost, it's not a bad idea to have a big age difference. I'll tell you, because these gents, what happened is, once they get married, the hormone secretion in their body, particularly that sex hormone secretion in the body, it goes on till the age of 60 years of age. Whereas the girls, that hormone stops working when the lady is around 50 years old. So if both of them have to lead a very good life, then the difference has to be about 7 large years, so that that will match. When this fellow reaches 60, he will lose interest in it, and when that time this lady will reach around 50. So she will also lose interest. If both of them lose interest, then it is not a problem. If one person loses interest, but one person is having interest on it, then it will create problem in the family. So this is one thing. But today what happens, most of the boys and girls, they get married where the difference is only 2 years and 1 year and 3 years, etc. In a way, this is, they are looking at from the most of the professional point of view or the commercial point of view. That is, now the technological changes are so high. If the difference between the boy and the girl is 10 years, then technologically this girl will be much far better than this boy. Boy may not be tech savvy, whereas this girl may be tech savvy. Girl may be using say laptop, cell phone. The boy may not be knowing all those things. It can happen like that because of the scientific advancement. So it has got pros and cons. These are some of the issues or the point that you should keep in mind. Yeah, your comment on this, then we'll go to the next topic. I think both of you can give one sentence comment, then we'll go to the next topic. So what is your idea? I mean, what is your suggestion, Bhumika? What should be the difference between the age, between the boy and the girl? It should be 10 years? or it be very small?
I think this is so small, sir. Small gap here.
So what is the difference? How many years you are recommending?
I think they give same age to both
Same
of
age
them.
group. So
Sir.
you are saying that there need not be any age difference, correct? Same age group people can
Yes,
get
sir.
married. Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay. What about Samita? What is your feeling? What is your recommendation?
Same age, sir.
Anyway, I leave that to you. I mean, there's no right and wrong answer to this. Go and Google out whenever you get time. What is the advantage of getting married with the same classmate or the yearmate kind of thing? Or what is the advantage of getting married to a senior by age? Getting married to a boy who is senior in age. You just find out and you yourself learn it. And in case you have any new point, you send that to me. Anything, something interesting or new points may be having in Google, you can find out. Okay, good. Now let's go to the next topic. And these topics have come in the civil services exam. I took there, so same thing I wrote here. Letter writing skill is skilled by emails and WhatsApp. Letter writing skills is skilled. I mean, skill is skilled by emails and WhatsApp. Do you agree with this?
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
Letter writing skill is skilled by emails and WhatsApp. Because of the invention
Yes,
of
sir.
email and WhatsApp, we don't write letters at all, or letter writing skill is skilled. What is your comment?
It's right, sir.
Now, how do you say right? Because in email also you have to write a letter, no? WhatsApp also you are typing. How it will kill?
But formal or informal, sir?
No, I didn't get you. Like, yes, in letter writing, no, even in email there is a formal emails. Once you go to the job and your boss, when you want to write a letter to your boss, or when you are in school, now if you have to write a letter to your email to your headmistress, will it be formal or informal?
This is
Formal.
formal,
It's a
sir.
formal. So the formal is there in everywhere. Not only now, even before it was there, even now it is there. But how do you say that letter writing skill is skilled by email and WhatsApp?
Sir, I think we type in the phone and email, we lost our handwriting, sir.
Okay, one is we lost our handwriting. Okay, good. And what else you lost? What about spelling?
Yes, sir. In short form, WhatsApp.
Yeah, in WhatsApp you put
Okay, just we
automatically
write
the.
only K.
Yeah, no, that is one is short form. The other one is the pop-up will come, no? Suppose I write no, food, F-O-O, then immediately that it comes D, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So that pop-up will
Yes, sir.
come. So you will, so the spelling, you need not remember the spelling now. So when you want to write a letter in a piece of paper, you have to remember everything. You don't have pop-up in a letter writing. Isn't it? That's another issue in letter writing. What other issues we have? In writing writing a letter means writing a message. Suppose you write a message and then suppose you don't like a particular line or something. What will you do in writing a letter? Suppose you don't you want to do some correction for in a line. What will you do?
Maybe rewrite this letter,
Yeah, you
sir.
rewrite in a new paper, no? New sheet you will
yes,
write.
sir.
Whereas in WhatsApp you need not do all those stuff. But what do you think? Will your English improve in writing a letter in a paper, or will your English improve in doing it in WhatsApp?
Sir, I think we
Writing
our
a letter, sir.
writing a letter, sir. English improve.
Is it? Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. But I am saying that because the pop-up is there, we are now interested in writing. Earlier, when you are want to write in a piece of paper, we don't write. We had written only let's say 2 pages in a day. But now, because of the WhatsApp and email, we are writing 10 pages. Am I correct?
But the emails and the WhatsApp messages have lot of dangers, sir.
No, that danger is always there. WhatsApp and email dangers are there.
More disadvantages, sir.
Okay, so can we go back to letter writing and we will leave the WhatsApp and go back to letter? Is it possible?
No, sir.
May possible or not, sir. That's all in our hands, sir.
Yeah, it's in our hand, that's it. But this is what we call in English, it's a necessary evil. No, you can say it is a necessary evil. WhatsApp or social media or television, etc. It is an evil, but necessary evil. Evil means bad. It's a bad thing, but it's a necessary evil, we call it. No, you cannot escape this because of the technological changes. We have to, we are forced to follow this. Because suppose you don't have a WhatsApp or a mobile phone, then even government of India now started sending some replies etc. through WhatsApp and SMS. So if you don't have a phone, how will you get it? For example, booking your gas connection. How do you book your gas connection, Bhumika, in your house? Not Kamalika? Who is who
In
books?
SMS,
Who does the booking?
mom, sir.
Your mom. So how does she book?
She calls the gas number and they send OTP, sir.
So she books and she does in SMS or WhatsApp or whatever it is, isn't it? So you go and ask your
Yes,
mother,
sir.
Mummy, suppose if you have to write a letter to guest fellow and then send it by post to give you one cylinder, will you like that? Like that you ask her. You find out what her reaction was.
Sir, these all happen, sir.
What?
Sir, this all happens in our life.
No, this may not happen.
Because-
We may not go back, but you just ask your mother what she says. I wanted to find out her reaction because she is one generation elder to you, no? So
yeah, sir.
I wanted to find out her, her impression. So whether she.
May I just wait this again, sir?
No,
ask
not
her,
now,
sir.
not now. You go home and then do it later after the class. Not now. You need not do now. You do it.
Okay, sir.
You do it and then you say whether your mother will be interested in going back to letter writing or she will continue to send SMS to the guest fellow. Okay. So Abhita.
Didn't wants to write, sir, because she said always her handwriting was so dumpy, sir.
Okay. So she says.
But she handwriting is nice, sir.
Then why she is saying like that?
I didn't know, sir. She always says, "You write this thing. You write this thing."
Now I know why she says that.
Why, sir?
Because when your mother studied up to which class?
12th, sir.
12th. So while studying in the 12th,
And
while
she study
studying,
computers.
no, while studying in the school, her English teacher or Tamil teacher would have scolded her, shouted at her because for her handwriting. Now saying that your handwriting is not good. So that must have registered in her mind. My handwriting is not good. Like that she would have registered in her mind. Afterwards she would have improved her handwriting. But still what has registered in the mind she cannot erase. Many times, for example, I'll tell you, I used to have a lot of funny ideas when I was a child. Even now, actually. To be frank with you, even now, I always have, at any point of time, I will have at least 50 ideas that goes in my mind. And you could see, a lot of new things we are doing, which you have never thought of, isn't it? So like that, many ideas are going on in my mind. So one of my my neighbor there in my village, he used to call me as Kirkan. Kirkan means the fellow will have some funny ideas, no? But then that has
Yes, sir.
registered with me till the age of till I was doing 10th standard. That means that I am something abnormal kind of thing I used to think. Then after 10th, etc., then I got confident. No, no, my way of thinking is not bad. No, it is, I always used to think slightly different. No, not the usual thinking. Slightly different, I will think. So that has helped me in my life also. But then it has registered in my mind that I am a kirkan kind of thing. So this way it carried forward till when I was up to 15, 20 years. Then afterwards I forgot that. But it was there till 15, 20 years. Right? So in the same way, your mother is carrying forward even now that whatever the children, whatever their teachers have told in the class, because she has not gone for, is she working?
No, sir.
She's at home and then
Only teach tailoring, sir. Some
Yeah,
students
tailoring, okay.
come and teach tailor.
Oh, she teaches tailoring, eh?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. I wanted to ask one question to your mother. No, you ask this question to yourself and then send me the reply. Why that window blouse is costing more for stitching?
I didn't know, sir.
You know there's a window blouse, you know?
Yeah, sir.
So, okay, you ask her, window blouse means less cloth, so it should cost less. But then everybody is charging more for window blouse. Why?
Maybe the embroidering work. They may
No,
maybe
you
cost
don't.
for
No,
embroidery
I
also.
don't want your answer. I want your mother's answer.
Okay, sir. I asked my mother,
Your
sir.
mother, and then you, whatever she says, you send me, in Tamil or English. Okay? Okay, right. Bhumi, Samita, you have anything to say on this particular topic? That is, which topic is this? We are talking, 1 minute, I will take that.
Letter writing.
Letter writing. Anything you want to say? How many letters you have written so far in your life?
Maximum 20 letters,
20
sir.
letters. Bhumika? Just guess. Need not be very accurate.
Sir,
How many letters you have written so far? All, formal, informal, everything put together.
sir,
Say,
you may repeat this question.
how many letters you have written so far in your life?
Leave letters, sir. Lots of things leave letters, sir.
Only leave letter. I have
In
written at
different
least, I have
places.
written minimum of 500 letters. Out of which 250 letters I wrote to my wife. See, my marriage was on June 22nd. But I had seen the girl in the month of January or February, I think. And that Nichidartham they call it, no? That happened on April 14th. That is Tamil New Year Day. It happened. But between February to June 22nd, I used to write one letter per day. And she used to write one letter per day. So
This was amazing, sir.
that itself comes to about 100, 150 letters. And I have, even now, I have kept all her letters with me.
That letters are beautiful memories, sir.
Now it's not only, and the way, and not even in one letter, not even in one place, she had strike some word and then erase some words, etc. Whatever she writes, there won't be any mistake, and the entire letter, the letter may run into 2 or 3 pages sometimes. There won't be any mistake. So that is the beauty of my wife. Now she will write so nicely. That was in English. She used to write in English. I also used to write in English only at those days. And not even, but my letter, when I write 2 pages, at least 1 or 2 cancelling will be there. 1 or 2 words I may cancel and then write it again like that. But her letter, she will not cancel even a single word. And my wife, after getting married, she was an engineer when I got married. After my marriage, she joined MBA in part-time. That is, evenings she has to go and study in Bharatiyar University. And that time, they gave me an assignment to teach for MBA students. That is, I went in the evening to teach one subject. But they said we cannot give the class where my wife is studying, because that may not be acceptable to the university. Because wife is studying, wife is a student, and this husband is a teacher. That is not acceptable. Then I said, okay, they gave some other subject. I said I was teaching. One day I went, I think around 6:30 or something like that. That was the time the class starts. And one teacher came out. He had a paper with him, some 40 pages written paper. That was one of the exam answer sheet he was keeping. Then he said, "இது என்ன தெரியுமா?" he asked. He's much senior to me by age. He's a professor there. I am a visiting faculty. I go only for that class. Only on that day, at that point of time, I'll go. I'll teach for 3 hours and come back. 6:30 to 9:30 or something in the night and come back. என்ன தெரியுமா? I said I don't know. இது உங்கள் ஒய்ஃபோட ஆன்சர் ஷீட் 40 பேஜ் இருக்குது. And my wife was not there. Wife is at home. On that day, she did not have class. She is at home. இது உங்கள் ஒய்ஃபோட பேப்பர் 40 பேஜ் எழுதியிருக்காங்க. 40 பேஜில் ஒரு அடித்தல் திருத்தல் கூட இல்லை அப்படின்னு மற்ற ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் காமிக்கிறதுக்காக நான் கொண்டு வந்தேன் அப்படின்னு he said. 40 pages is written, one whatever, I don't know which exam is that, MBA ஏதோ ஒரு சப்ஜெக்ட், and not even a single cancellation or etc. or overwriting is there. And he showed that to other students, how a student can write like this. Then I said, this I know a long time back, because before marriage I wrote so many letters to her and she used to write me so many letters. I have not seen even a single cancellation like that. Then he was very fond of my wife, he's a good student and things. And she was the topper in that MBA, not only in terms of marks, even otherwise, like that. So what I am trying to say, some people will have that letter writing skill. 40 pages if you write an answer sheet for an exam, and now no overwriting, no cancelling. It's amazing, no? So that
Yes,
is
sir,
some
amazing.
people only will have. I have seen with my wife, any amount of things she writes, there won't be any, because the thought process will be very, very, clarity will be very good for them. For some people, that's one person is in my home only. So she's too good in that. Anyway, so letter writing part we have finished. And then let me see. And when she studied engineering, there were only 5 students in every year. That is entire some 200 students, only 5 girls were there. And all 195 are boys. That is and my, those days these boys will do some kindle, with these girls. All those things used to happen, it seems. And whenever my wife turns back, everybody will run away, all the boys. This was used to happen. And after my marriage, one day in Coimbatore, we were walking on a road. And one boy, he was chasing us. Then he was chasing us, and finally he came and touched my shoulder. Sir, தப்பா நினச்சிக்காதீங்க, முன்னாடி போகிறவங்க நளினாவான்னு he asked. I said, yes, she is Nalina. யாருங்க அவங்க? And they said, she is my wife. Then he said, இல்லைங்க, நான் அவரோட ஜூனியரு. அப்போல்லாம் நாங்கள் காலேஜில் இருக்கும்போது அவங்கள பார்த்தாவே அவங்க வந்து அப்படி முறைச்சி எங்களெல்லாம் அப்படியே பொசுக்கிடுவாங்க. அதனால தான் கொஞ்சம் பயத்தோடு கேட்டேன் அப்படின்னு. இல்லை பரவாயில்ல, இப்போ யூ கேன் டாக் டு ஹர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு தென் we became friends. அந்த மாதிரி some girls will be like a terror. And you have to be a terror in those days, because there are only 5 or 10 girls are there in entire 190 boys are there. So a lot of mischief may happen. So they have a very, they wanted to protect themselves by showing the anger. So that anger is the protection for them in those days. Anyway, that is a different thing altogether. We will see what is the next topic. Let's see. Next topic is trekking. Trekking. Have you heard of this word, trekking?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Have you gone for any trekking?
No, sir. But it's my dream, sir.
Okay. Can you just which is the right place for trekking in your in Tiruvarur? Near Tiruvarur.
I didn't know,
Near
sir.
Tiruvarur.
Because there is no place in Tiruvarur for trekking, sir.
There is no mountain, is there? No mountain?
Oh, yeah, sir.
Mountain is there or not?
There is no mountain
No
near
mountain.
Tiruvarur.
Okay. Samita, you have any mountain near your place?
Tirupparangundram, sir.
Tirupparangundram.
Small mountain. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Tirupparangundram is Madurai, no?
Yes, sir.
You are from Madurai?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Tirupparangundram.
Tirupparangundram,
Yeah, Tirupparangundram,
Yanemalai.
lot of monkeys will be there, no? Tirupparangundram, do you have many monkeys in the temple?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You-
sir. Yes, sir.
See, in the temple, when you go, as soon as you enter, there is one left side, one Teppakulam is there. Am I correct? Oh, have you gone to the temple? Hello, Samita, have you gone to the Tirupparangundram temple?
Yes, sir.
So, like, how many steps are there in that temple, Tirupparangundram temple? Maybe 200?
More than
More than
200.
that, maybe 300 or something like that. Okay. Once you enter the temple, on the left hand side you will have one Teppakulam, and then from there the step starts, and you have to go up actually. Okay. And when you come out, you can the other side of in the front side a lot of shops are there. There you won't see monkeys, but when you go on the other side, yes, you will see a lot of monkeys there. Good. Tirupparangundram is also. You are from heart of Madurai. In which part of Madurai you are from, Samita?
Anupanadi, sir.
Oh, Anupanadi. Okay. Anupanadi is famous for something. What is that? You tell me. Anupanadi is that is the road. If you,
Teppakulam, sir.
no, Anupanadi is that is the place where this one medical college is there. What medical college? That the private medical college. Okay, you don't know?
No, sir.
Okay, right. I think Anupanadi, it's from there, that is the way you have to go to the airport, no? From the bus stand, how will you go to the airport? Okay, no problem.
Viraganur
Eh?
side la book.
Viraganur. Okay, but then one place is Anupanadi, that one medical college, a very famous medical college, which is a private
Velammal
one.
Medical College.
Velammal. That is a new medical college, which has come only
Sir,
from...
that's in Viraganur, sir.
But then in the address they give Adupanadi only. Adupanadi post or something. See, when they mention Velammal Medical College, Adupanadi, they say. Okay, so that part also is called Adupanadi. Maybe that particular location is called Viraganur. I had come there twice. Very big campus, no? That particular college.
Yes, sir.
Very big campus. On the opposite to that particular college, there was one petrol pump. So I had come to that
Yes,
petrol
sir.
pump. I had come to that petrol pump once for doing some survey work, etc. Anyway, good. So trekking is a very interesting thing. Trekking, because you have to climb up the hill, up the mountain. Number one. So obviously it will be slippery. When you go up, it will be slippery. One minute, huh? Yeah, when you go up, it will be slippery, and you have to be very careful. Otherwise, you will. And then sometimes there won't be any path, but sometimes in some places there will be path. A path will be narrow path where only a man can go, kind of thing. So that is another thing. And then when you go trekking, the other problem is some animals may come. Animals may come. So suppose if you go into a dark, thick forest, trekking in a thick forest, then animals may come. But in a place like Tirupparangundram or ordinary like Marudamalai, etc., you don't find any animals. No, you can always, it's not that difficult, but it will slippery. In the trekking, very important thing, climbing up is easy, but climbing down is slightly difficult. Climbing down, it will be very slippery, and then it will be very difficult climbing down. Climbing up is not, that is also difficult, but then climbing up is a little easier than climbing down, number one. And once it rains, you cannot do trekking, because the earth will be it will slip very fast. Raining also is problem. That is why they carry sometimes a stick while going for a trekking. They carry a stick, kind of thing. And best way of going for a trekking is to go in the barefoot without any chappal or shoe. That is the best way, because that our But now you and me are not used to walk without chappal. But then you go and see many of these trekkers, they don't wear a chappal at all. They will keep their legs on that stones, etc. And then they do it. They do it much better than you and me. So that is also there. These are some of the things you need to know about trekking. And trekking, in many of these for this thing mountains, it is banned because in the summer, fire accident can happen. One fire accident happened near Tenkasi or somewhere. One big team went for trekking. Fire accident happened, and they did not know where to go, and then a lot of people burnt in the fire. So this can also happen in the any forest. Fire can happen because if two trees branches scratch each other, it can generate fire. So these are some of the things you should know on trekking. You should carry lot of water, but you should not drink much water. You should carry more water. You should every time you should drink very small water only. Because if you drink more water, your stomach will full, then walking will be difficult. So these are something which you need to know about trekking. Okay. So I had gone trekking many times. I have gone trekking from a place called Mettupalayam to Kunnur. That is by early when I was in school, college or something. And I have gone to trekking Kotagiri. That is again from Mettupalayam to Kotagiri. Likewise, I have gone many places. Marudamalai, of course, another place where I have gone for trekking. So these are the trekking places I have gone. But it's a it will be wonderful experience. Like any other exercise, it's a good experience. Okay, now the last topic is superstition. Superstition என்ன அப்படின்னு என்ன?
நம்பிக்கை.
மூட நம்பிக்கை. நம்பிக்கை வேற, மூட நம்பிக்கை வேற. சம்டைம் மூட நம்பிக்கை ஒரு பூனை குறுக்க போனால் நம்ம you should not go forward, you should come and to the home and take some little water and rest for 5 minutes and then go. இதெல்லாம் சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா? இதுக்கெல்லாம் தான் சூப்பர்ஸ்டிஷன் பேர். Unless you have any scientific reason for it. Many has got scientific reason, but a few does not have any scientific reason. Those are called superstition. Superstition நம்ம ஏன் ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவோன்னா, our elders have told us இதெல்லாம் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு நம்ம elders, நம்ம forefathers have told. So we blindly follow that because we respect elders. அதுதான் மீனிங். ஏன் அதை blindly follow பண்ணுறோம்? We respect elders, so we follow blindly with them. So that is how we do it. But lot of superstition is there. For example, even horoscope matching. I may call it a superstition, but somebody may call it as a science. So again, a lot of debate will be there. Horoscope matching for marriages. They do it. They match the horoscopes, and then only they will get married and things like that there. And the widowers should not come your way when you go for some good, on auspicious day. Widowers should not come. All this stuff is there. வேறு என்ன சூப்பர்ஸ்டிஷன் இருக்குது உங்கள் ஏரியாவிலலாம்? மூட நம்பிக்கை எல்லாம் என்ன, எதெல்லாம் மூட நம்பிக்கையாக இருக்குது? அதாவது விடோயஸ், அதாவது இந்த கணவனை இழந்தவர்கள் போகிறது people don't like many places. ஸோ மதுரையில் வேறு என்ன சூப்பர்ஸ்டிஷன்லாம் இருக்குது? அவ்வளோதானா? இதெல்லாம் எல்லா ஏரியாவிலும் இருக்கிற சூப்பர்ஸ்டிஷன் தான் உங்ககிட்ட இருக்குதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் இல்லையா? ஓகே. ஸோ இந்த சூப்பர்ஸ்டிஷன் பற்றி இதெல்லாம் அதில் வந்தது தான். ஸோ யூ ஷுட் டச் அப்பான் சம் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் திங்ஸ். நாட் ஆல் த திங்ஸ் விச் வி ஃபாலோ ஃப்ரம் த பாஸ்ட் இஸ் பேட். Some will have some scientific reason, but many may not have any scientific reason. So we blindly follow that because our parents have said, our grandfathers have said like that. So those are called superstition. Other than our superstition is all. No, that's it. So you want to say something about this? Superstition பற்றி ஏதாவது சொல்ல விரும்புகிறீங்களா? So நீங்கள் okay, you go home and then identify what are the superstition followed in your home and see whether any scientific reason is there for that or not. If scientific reason is not there, you ask your mother or father, ஏன்ப்பா இதை நம்ம ஃபாலோ பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னு ரொம்ப ஒரு தன்மையாக கேளுங்க மதர்கிட்ட. She will explain. If the explanation is scientific, it is okay. If it is non-scientific also, it is okay. But then you say that, Amma, this is not scientific, but I'll still follow because you people are saying. but it does not look like very scientific like that, you can tell your mother. That's very important. Okay, where in Vishasam? Okay, we will close at this today. Maybe again we will meet in the next class. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.